Hello, Schmoeville and Profilers. My name is Liam Legrandi, and welcome to the first episode of Profiles After Show. So, basically, what we do here, well, this is the first episode. We basically we look at what the director or actor or actress, Alicia, Malone, and Scott Mantz do on the. We give our own spin on it. We give our own first bloods. We give our own right stuff, our fast five, and we just talk about our favorite directors and actors and actresses. So, first off, I'd like to introduce the panel with me today. So, I've got Dan Skip Allen. Would you like to introduce yourself, Dan?
Hey guys, hey everybody out there in Schmoeville. I did the Tom Cruise bracket in case you didn't know.
Yeah, very good bracket. And we've also got Justin. How's it going, Justin?
What's up, guys? Justin Bass, also Steve Zissou on Facebook.
I thought you were Bill Murray.
Well, he's cutting out. Is he?
Can you fellas hear me now?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
What's up? This is Justin Bass, Steve Zissou on the Facebook page. I've talked to you guys several times on the.
They're coming out again. This is not a good start. But...
All
right. Well, Justin. Then Rizika. He's like the Photoshop king of Schmoeville. You know, Leanne's the queen. He's the king. So, how are you, Rizika?
No, I'm more of the apprentice.
You'll get there. But you need to make it. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah. Right. My name is Rosika. Liam just gave my introduction. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so basically what we know that. So there's been a lot of problems with the episode, as you probably know out there, Profilers. So if you go on iTunes, it's available there. That's where I watched it. So basically what we're doing is we're going to go through what they pretty much Alicia and Scott went through, but give our own opinion, like I said at the start. So let's start off with our first blood. Now, First Blood's our first experience with the movie, David Fincher. Now, Alicia Malone, her first blood for David Fincher was Fight Club. Like she said on the episode, she saw it in theaters. I think she snuck in, if I'm not mistaken, and she blew her mind, and she read the novel and everything. And Scott Mantz, he said his first blood was Alien 3. Yeah, he saw that in theaters and stuff. So yeah, that's their first blood. And now we're just gonna let the panel say what their first blood is. So, Razika, do you want to go first?
I'm still thinking. Can I go last?
All right, sure. All right, Dan, do you want to go first again?
Yeah, I'll go first. It was my first blood as well. The 90s were kind of a crazy time for movies, and we had a lot of different kinds of movies out in the 90s, a lot of period pieces, a lot of graphic, kind of gritty kind of movies, and that was just one of those movies like, what the heck did I just see? I had Meatloaf. I grew up with Meatloaf. I'm a little bit older than you young bucks. And so, Meatloaf's in a movie, all right. But he was like a wimpy, dorky guy in Fight Club. But, I was a big fan of Edward Norton at the time, and I really wanted to see. And it's a movie about masculinity and toughness and whatnot, but it also can prove that you can be a dork even though you act like you're a tough guy. But, Fight Club was my number one. First Blood. That was the first Fincher movie I ever saw.
Well, I'll go for Roscoe. My first blood was 7 when I was 12 years old. My mum rented it out from the video store because she likes crime dramas and stuff, and I watched it with her, and it very much creeped me out. I was very disturbed after watching it, and yeah, it's an excellent movie, and yeah, it opened me up to Fincher, and yeah, pretty much it was a very shocking experience, but I really enjoyed the movie. So yeah. Sorry. Razika, you want to go? Well, you got your first blood yet?
Yeah, I got it. My first blood was actually Panic Room. I remember I was like 7 or 8 years old, and my family rented it, and we watched it one night. And it was just so tense and suspenseful, and that really kind of piqued my interest in David Fincher. And then after that, I started watching more of his films. So here we go.
You see 7 or 8 or watching Fight Club and 7. Not a very good, good idea, but that's fine. All right, so it's Justin. He's still there. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your first blood? Fincher.
I'm probably one of the older ones in this group. My first blood was Alien 3. It was actually just at home, and I was very disappointed. But if I want to go as my first blood as far as recognizing David Fincher, I'll also have to go with Fight Club. That movie really resonated with me the first time I've seen it. And like Alicia, I'm going to butcher his last name, but Chuck, somebody help me out. Chuck Palahniuk.
Blanchuk.
Palahniuk.
Palahniuk, yeah, whatever.
I don't know if that's right. I just made that up.
No, you're right, Rosita.
Since Fight Club, I read Chope, I've read Lullaby, Stranger Than Fiction. He's a really great author.
Yeah, I haven't read any of his books, so I do know of his work, and it seems very good. So that's everyone's first blood. I don't know. Tell us below in the comments what's your first blood. Maybe, yeah, we'll definitely respond to that. So this now leads us to our fast five. So Alicia and Scott, they had their number 5 Zodiac, which is an excellent movie. And they were just talking about that, how they got an interview with Rob Downey Jr. and stuff. They told the story about Fincher, how he was very patient, didn't rush things. So I'll just leave the panel, what's your number 5 and your fast 5, Dan? Or anyone? Justin, you want to go first?
Mine is actually The Game. That's
okay.
I like The Game a lot. It come out in between 7 and Fight Club, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I'll be honest, fellas, it's been a couple of years since I've seen it. I can't really quote it or go too much into detail into it, other than it was just awesome seeing Michael Douglas with a director like David Fincher.
That's a good one.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
not sure
go.
how I feel about the end, but it's a good one.
Yeah, well, the ending was the whole title of the movie, The Game, that tells you something's up in that movie. But I'm going to agree with Steve. That's my number 5 as well. I remember that movie, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is great. This is going to be a cool movie. They're going to put Michael Douglas through all these hoops, and he's going to have to do all this crazy stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's just a contest at the end of the movie. It says, spoiler alert, it's just a birthday present for the guy. I mean, Sean Penn gives him this gift of a lifetime. Think about it. You get to go and play this action-adventure spy kind of thriller type of thing, and then it's all over, and it was like a birthday present. To me, I thought it was the perfect ending because the whole movie wasn't real. It was just a game. It was just some spy game that, and he was trying to give him the ultimate birthday present. So I'm right with you, Steve. The Game is my 5th as well.
Also, Rosie, you want to go next?
Yeah, before I go, I just want to say, are we watching Max sleep? Is that what's happening? Just want to know.
No one else can see this right now, so because he isn't talking. So,
okay. Well,
yeah,
my number 5 on my Fast 5 is The Curious Case of Benjamin.
Right
Button.
on, Razika.
Oh, you are on. Okay.
Shut it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my number 5. I just think it's just a great movie. It's a great drama. It's the Fincher film that doesn't really seem like a Fincher film, but I still love it. So that's my number 5.
Can I just say one thing? How cool is little ass Benjamin Button? I would want to hang out. Little old Benjamin Button. That's the one I want to hang out with.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen Benjamin Button or The Game, so yeah, but I'll do some homework. But my number 5 is The Social Network, which may shock some people because it'll be a lot higher on their list, but it's an excellent movie. You know, Scott Mantz compares it to Citizen Kane. I actually kind of agree on that sense, where it has like the same elements of Citizen Kane in it, like how it's the rise of like an empire instead of newspapers. It was the internet, so the social media website. And Jesse Eisenberg, yeah, he's fantastic in it, as well as Andrew Garfield and Armie Hammer. But to me, it feels like an origin story. Am I the only one who gets that? Like, it's the Batman Begins of the business movies. Am I the only one who gets that? Because you only see its origin. You don't see it throughout the whole entire period. Like, you don't see the Facebook from its rise to its fall. Do you know what I'm saying? Or not really?
Facebook Begins.
Well, it's
yeah, basically, yeah. That's what I'd call the movie. Yeah, that's it. It's basically that. So in my eyes, it's like.
Are you want to see? Are you saying you want to see the dark Facebook or something?
Yeah, let's follow up. Yeah, 20 years later. Yeah. Yeah, should have won Best Picture when it came out. It's a good thing it won the script because the script is fantastic. It's really well written.
I don't know.
The whole soundtrack. Yeah. Well, I thought King's Speech is a great movie, but
yeah,
no, it's good. But I mean, If it
Yeah.
definitely should have gone to Social Network.
Yeah, should have been Best Actor
Yeah.
for Fernandez, everything else on Social Network. So that's my number 5 on the Fast 5. So now we go to the right stuff, which is of course where we share our favorite Fincher scenes. Well, basically only 2 people are going to share it right now. The other 2 people can share it at the end. So who would like to share their first? Who would like to share one of their favorite Fincher scenes?
Well, in the theme of Schmoeville, I'd like to talk to Raj. Well, this was pretty much what our whole brackets were about.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, yeah, of course.
And I can tell you that the 3 or the 4 that dominated the final 4, Lawyer Up from the Social Network, that pretty much dominated everything it went against. It beat the Napa Valley Killings from Zodiac. And then the other base, it was pretty much obvious from round 1 it was going to end. Win is What's in the Box.
Yeah, of course.
And the other huge scene was the precursor to What's in the Box, setting the example.
Right.
Those seem to be the favorites of Schmoeville.
And just props to quick shout out to Cole Boone and Joshua Stein for making that bracket. I think they did a really good job with that one.
It was, guys. If you could have seen the Word document, they didn't work on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
We have
something
2
they
viewers.
scratched up.
Sorry, just say that.
Subscribe, rate us.
Yeah. No. So, Dan, do you want to say what's your right stuff?
Well, I mean, I think everybody's going to go with it, but what's in the box? What's in the box? Hey, you got to go with that.
Yeah, it was intense as hell. You didn't know what was going to happen. Was he going to kill Kevin Spacey? He got some shocking revelations about his wife and everything. Yeah, it was very intense. But my right stuff is going to go to Zodiac, the Nat Valley killing. That scene was so intense. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen to those to the couple. Like maybe he'll let him go, but then, of course, if you've seen it, the wife gets stabbed in the back, like, really brutally. The husband survives, but it's brutal, and it's really shocking to watch now. So that's my right stuff. But Zodiac.
It's so sudden too. Like, you don't expect it. It's like the scenes before that don't really hint at that coming up. So
yeah.
So yeah, leaves and then comes back is what's so creepy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, the 2 other people will share their right stuff later on. So now, how about we move on to the number 4 Fast 5? We'll skip the facts because I don't have any facts on me right now. Bad man, didn't get prepared for this, but we'll go to our number 4 in the Fast 5. So, who would like to share their number 4 first?
I'll start since it's on topic. 7 is my number 4. I mean,
Okay.
pretty much. The only thing that hasn't been said, and they bring it up on the actual episode of Profiles, is the chemistry between Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. It's amazing. It's one of the few performances of Brad Pitt's where he's kind of the cocky, arrogant asshole. And it's really, the movie that started Morgan Freeman, I think. And you go back and watch that movie, he almost narrates that movie without narrating it.
It wasn't Shawshank before that, though? Shawshank was 94, 7 was 95, wasn't it?
Unforgiven.
Yeah, Shawshank came out before it by about 2 years.
Yeah, okay.
But
so when Dan... Oh, sorry, you're still talking about...
You know how Morgan Freeman's now, he narrates every movie he's in. This was kind of, he narrated Shawshank. This was kind of before the big boom. And if you watch it, you'll see how he almost narrated that. But he did all the disposition. Disposition is what I'm trying to say. He was the one that's just like the 7 deadly sins. It was always Morgan Freeman explaining everything in the movie.
All right, then. So, Dan, do you want to share yours, your number 4?
Yeah, I'm going to go with what you said. You really described the Napa Valley killings perfectly. And one of my favorite genres of movie are thrillers, but you have to follow the characters through the movie. When you're watching the movie and you're trying to get the clues and you're trying to piece together all the different little things in a movie, that to me that's almost as enjoyable as watching the movie. And that's where Zodiac, in my opinion, just a great overall mystery and thriller, and Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr. I mean, Mark Ruffalo, what great casting in that movie. I mean, it's just an underrated great movie altogether. I just loved it. I absolutely loved that.
So that's your number 4?
Yep.
All right, Raziko, what's your number 4?
Quick, before I go into mine, I have some facts about Zodiac, if you wanted facts.
All right.
Yeah? Okay.
All right.
Did you know that the Zodiac case was reopened after the film was released?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it still happening?
I guess. I mean, I guess, yeah, it reopened because of the movie. And also, it's Fincher's first film that he shot in digital, and he's been doing that ever since.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, my number 4.
That's fine.
Yeah, my number 4 is actually Steve stole it. It's 7. Basically, for all the reasons he said. I mean, it's such a creepy, disturbing film, and I mean, ever since from the opening credit sequence, you know what you're getting into, and the whole way through is just it's dark, it's bleak, and the 2 performances are just fantastic.
Yeah, it is an excellent movie, but my number 4 is Gone Girl, but I'm not going to talk about it because I'm the only one here who's seen it.
Please don't.
So yeah, I won't talk about it. It's my number 4. That's all I can say. It's my number 4. So sorry if I can't explain it.
I already posted on Facebook.
Who? John Campea?
Yeah, John Campea. They posted today that the penguin killed her Gone Girl.
The what?
I can't. Sorry. Yeah, I can't hear you. Sorry.
I can't hear you.
Move along. It's cool. It's just a joke.
Oh.
All right.
Pick something, Liam.
Wait, what?
Right.
Did you just? What did you just say, Steve? I thought I heard a spoiler, so I just took my earphones out.
He was joking.
That was no spoiler.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to the big picture. So it's basically where they pick their 3 favorite posters from David Fincher's films. I didn't know if you guys picked the 3 posters off the spot, but God, I can't remember what Scott and Alicia had. I think they had do you guys remember what their 3 posters were? I think it was.
Yeah, it was The Social Network, 7.
Yeah, Social Network. Yeah.
And Fight Club.
And Fight Club. Yeah, that was their 3. So I'll say. Do you want to go first?
No, you go.
All right. Well, my 3 favorite Fincher posters are one is The Social Network. I mean, it's a beautiful photo, which is a bit weird, but it's like Jesse Eisenberg staring at basically staring at the camera, I guess, and the poster, and it's like you won't make 500 million friends without making few enemies. Pretty much sums up what happens in the movie, gives you a good idea what's going to happen. So, yeah, Social Network, and then Fight Club, definitely the pink soap. It's very recognizable and stuff. And Brad Pitt, holding out like that. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah. And and my 3rd one's probably Zodiac. I like the fog over the bridge. I don't know what bridge it is. I can't remember what bridge it is. But yeah, I like that poster. I don't know a lot of detail, but Roscoe, you want to go next?
Yeah, you just said mine. Social Network and Fight Club. So I'm going to pick another one. I'm going to pick the new Gone Girl poster. I really like that poster.
Well, the one where he's staring out into the...
Yeah, I mean just all of them. There's like some of them that you see like a clue, like one of the clues from the investigation on each poster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I'm going to go with that.
Okay, well, Justin, what's your favorite Fincher posters?
I'm just going to have to say I believe Fight Club's the most iconic.
Yeah.
That's when you'll see
cool.
hanging in dorm rooms.
And
I'll just go with what you guys already said. 7, Fight Club, Social Network. Those are all great posters. It's not like he's got 100 to choose from. He's only got like 8 or 10 movies.
Yeah. So comment down. Tell us what your favorite posters are if you're interested in telling us. So then now we move on to the player, where basically we tell each other our favorite Fincher characters. So who wants to start off with that? Tell us your favorite Fincher character.
I'm going to start just because I think you guys are going to, some of you guys might pick it too, so I'm just going to start and get over it. Tyler Durden. You can't get more iconic than that character, so yeah. I picked him first.
Yeah, okay. Justin?
I'm gonna use the real life Mark. I'm gonna butcher his name, Mark Zuckerberg. But
Yeah.
that movie kind of made you like him. It showed him being an asshole, but you still liked him.
Yeah, still root for him, yeah. Even though he was doing some terrible things to his friends.
Yeah, Steve was going to choose mine. Steve chose mine, so I guess I could go the opposite of Mark Zuckerberg and go Eduardo Saverin. But I also kind of like Benjamin Button. I know Rasika said he didn't like that movie as much or whatever, but I really, really love that movie. It's just such a heartfelt movie. I like it.
It's my number 5, man.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I couldn't remember what you had said about it, but I could go with Eduardo Saverin or Benjamin Button. I don't know.
Those are great characters, yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with, I always forget his name, Kevin Spacey, John Doe from Seven. He's like one of the creepiest villains.
It's the one name you can't forget.
John Doe. I mean, it's easy.
I don't know. And from Seven, he's just, you don't see him till like the last 20 minutes. It's like a big build-up, and then when he walks into the police station, with all the blood over, you're like, oh god, this guy's crazy. And the car and everything, the speech that he gives, and what's in the box scene is just so terrifying. Kevin Spacey, he was the only one who could have pulled that off. I wouldn't have seen anyone else do that. That's ridiculous. So
it's ironic that's the name people use when they can't remember a name.
Yeah, no, though. All right. So, well, speaking of Seven, I've got a quiz show. Basically, what they do, Scott and Alicia do, they give a a question with 4 multiple choice responses, and I've got one right here. It's relating to the character I just talked about. So,
okay.
Do you guys want to do it?
Oh yeah, go for it.
You go for it. All right. So, okay, this is to do with John Doe and Seven. Okay. So, who was considered for the role of John Doe in Seven? I posted an article about this on Schmoeville, so if you read it, you know the answer to this, okay? Alright. So, is it A, Ned Beatty, B, John Travolta, C, Christopher Walken, or D, Woody Harrelson?
I know.
Which one do you think was originally considered?
I'm going to go...
A.
Does everyone get their response on? Okay, so you're going A. You're going A, Jeff. Alright, what are you going with, Dan?
Go ahead, Steve.
No, Dan, he said A.
I got D. Woody Harrelson seems like he'd be perfect as that role.
Wait, what was B? I don't know I just picked B.
John Travolta.
Okay. I'll stick with that.
Alright, well, the answer it is A. Justin got it right, it is Ned Beatty. He was Otis in Superman. And he played the bear in Superman, the bear in Toy Story 3. Oh, what was his name again? Oh my god. I'm having a bad name. The villain bear.
Yeah, the bear in Toy Story 3.
He was also on Deliverance.
Oh, yeah, he was nasty.
Yeah, yes, he was, yeah.
Squeal, piggy, squeal.
Oh, yeah. Steve would know about Deliverance up there in Tennessee, wouldn't you, Steve?
Wait, that's what John Voight and Burt Reynolds, right?
Yes.
Alright. So now, that leads to our Fast Five. Our number 3 on the Fast Five. So, Justin, do you want to start?
Sure. We'll go with Fight Club. And again, these points have been talked about, so I'm just trying to talk about random things that haven't. And I'm going to do this one with Social Network, but I'm going to do this one with Fight Club first. It's the Pixies song, Where Is My Mind? You can probably look at that song on YouTube or anywhere without it being associated with Fight Club. And, that's a really good band. I've been into them for a while, but I've got to give that movie props for help catapulting them into the public eye.
Wait, you know the song they use for Fittenstock when he's telling a story?
Yes.
Isn't that from Fight Club? That's a song from Fight Club, isn't it? It's from Fight Club.
Imperial March, isn't it?
No, when he's telling a story, not when he walks in.
The one I'm talking about is the one at the very end when the buildings are blowing up.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah, I'm not the soundtrack of Fight Club. So, Dan, do you want to give us your number 3?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It's just the thing about it is it's a time capsule. You get to see this entire life going back to the 1920s, I believe, and you get to see how he lives his life in these different areas, and then how his love and him, they cross over, and she gets older and he gets younger, and then it's basically a movie about a romance. It's just a romance wrapped up in a giant time capsule, a history lesson. I guess you would call it a history lesson. And I know it's not like David Fincher movies. Rasika already said that, but I think it's an amazing movie. I mean, it's just an epic escape movie, and I really liked it.
Yeah, your comment got spoken, like Scott Mantz talked about your comment on Curious Case of Benjamin Button on profiles.
Yeah.
So they had. By the way, I should also forget they had 7 at number 3, Alicia and Scott. I feel bad for not mentioning them. But so Zabraska, what do you have as your number 3 then?
My number 3 is Zodiac. I mean, there's so many standout scenes in that. I mean, we already talked about Napa Valley Killings, the opening scene. The scene with the woman and her baby. I mean, there's and the performances. I mean, Iron Man and Hulk, and Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, there's so much stuff to like about that movie. And a lot of people complain about the length of it. They say it's too long, but I think it's perfect. I think whenever I'm watching that, I feel like I'm in that investigation that's spanning. I don't know how many years it took, but.
That's what's great about Fincher. You just get too interested in the story instantly. You just can't take your eyes off the screen. That's why it feels so fast. Like Gone Girl was 2.5 hours, and it just felt like it wasn't that long whatsoever because you were so invested in your character. So then my number 3 is 7. I know it's an excellent movie. You guys have talked about it already, but yeah, I love it. The performances are given by Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt are excellent. They have great chemistry. The story, you're on the edge of your seat the whole entire time. There's a lot of scary, disturbing moments that you probably won't forget. And yeah, Fincher got snubbed. I can't believe he only got 1 Oscar nomination for that movie, I'm pretty sure, didn't he? Like, it wasn't even for directing, wasn't it?
Maybe
for 7.
Editing.
Yeah. Editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's bizarre. I didn't get nominated for anything else. I think it got mixed reviews when it came out, if I'm not mistaken. Like, people hated the ending and stuff, which is ridiculous. Because it's like one of the best movie endings of all time.
The funny thing is, did anybody read LA's comments about what's in the box?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. So she said that was her best performance by far.
Wait, sorry, Justin, you said you were number 3, didn't you?
Yes, it was Fight Club.
Alright, yeah, make sure. So I don't forget. Okay.
You get me in the
So then... No, that one. Alright, so now we move on to the good, bad, and the ugly. Which is basically like what the good is like what's underrated, the bad, what's overrated, and the ugly is just like complete crap. So I don't think there is any crap movies like what Alicia and Scott said. So they just had good movies. They had Panic Room and The Game as the good, as the underrated. So now I've only seen 5 Fincher movies, so I can't really say the underrated because I've seen probably his best movies. So Dan, what do you think is his most underrated movies?
Well, I mean, I have to mirror what Alicia and Scott said. Definitely, Panic Room is a very suspenseful thrill ride of a movie, and you got young Kristen Stewart. How can you go wrong? You know what I mean?
Does she just stare at the screen and mope all the time?
Well,
sorry, guys, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
No, she had asthma.
No, okay.
Yeah, you have to look at There's Forrest Whitaker, you got Jared Leto, and you got two-time Oscar winner Jodie Foster. You got 3 Oscar winners in that movie. So definitely Panic Room is a very underrated movie.
Oh, yeah.
And can I just say Dwight Yoakam was awesome in that movie?
Dwight Yoakam. What the heck was Dwight Yoakam doing in that? I know, right? He did some acting over the last couple of decades.
Dwight Yoakam, I mean, he can act. for what he's in. I'm not a huge fan of his music, but Sling Blade,
Yeah.
you know, go get my guitar. The boys are coming over tonight. I love that.
You play the creepy character very well, Steve.
All right, so and you want to give yours, Justin? Underrated?
I agree with Alicia and Scott 100%. I don't really want to get started on aliens here. I talked about this a little bit before the show with you. Is anybody in here a fan of the franchise or ever read the expanded universe?
No, I've only seen the first two. Sorry.
What was that? What was that you said?
Are you
Is he a fan? Are you a fan of the Alien franchise?
no, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. I mean, the first two. And speaking of that, I saw Alien 3 for the first time last night. So.
What do you think of it?
Scott Mantz made some good points. For what it is, it's not a bad movie. But I'm telling you, if you guys love the movie Aliens, and then you go to the IMDb page of Alien 3, like it had some major issues, but it could have been an epic movie. It was actually going to be Prometheus at one point. Ridley Scott was set to come back and direct it, and it was going to be an origin story of the Xenomorph. So it had a lot of potential. And one of the scripts even had it like Aliens, where it was two factions of planets fighting each other, and one of the planets was using the Xenomorphs as weapons the way they were intended to be used. So there was a lot of good ideas there for Alien, but I think by the time Fincher come on to direct the movie, it was already $10 million in the hole. So to me, that was just pretty much a straight-up career move for Fincher to get his name out there and wide theatrical release so he could do his own thing.
That would have been so much better than Alien 3 if they actually did it like that.
Isn't there a video game out now, guys? I don't play video games, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a video game basically with the alien stalking this spaceship, kind of like Alien 3?
Yeah, it's coming out. It's like Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Yes, based on what Alien 3 was originally going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. All right.
I thought it was based on the first Alien, but.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Colonial Marines is the game I'm thinking.
Yeah, Colonial Marines. Yeah, that was the one that. Yeah.
And there's another one too. There's like 4 Alien games.
Well, Isolation comes in the next month, and it looks really good. It looks just like Alien 3.
Yeah, they actually modeled a lot of the sets from the first Alien movie, like the place that they're eating food when the chest buster comes out of what's his name?
Okay.
Yeah, they took that straight out of the movie.
All right, then. Well, Razuka, do you want to say you're underrated or terrible? Or
yeah, just thinking about it, I'm gonna go with Alien 3. Yeah.
You liked it?
Look, all my life I've been hearing things. I've been hearing crap about that movie. I've been hearing, oh, it's so bad, it's horrible, And I will say it is David Fincher's worst movie. However, not bad. Not bad. It was decent. I enjoyed it. I saw the special edition. I didn't see the theatrical version, so I don't know if I mean, it's not.
I'm going. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can go.
All right. No, did I cut you off?
I was pretty much finished. Alien 3. That's my underrated.
All right. I think Alien 3 is a bad movie. just like from Alien, I don't think it's terrible. I think it's bad. It's just like, I mean, yeah, Aliens was such a great movie, such a great sequel, and just to go down like that is just so bad.
See, I think if you look at it like that, if you ignore the first two, it's a much better movie.
No, but like it's just the first one basically in a prison with like a stupid dog alien. I just found it ridiculous, and the ending. I just hated the ending. I just thought it was really stupid. Like she was pregnant with a xenomorph, and she jumps in the. I just didn't like the ending. I didn't like the movie. I'm sorry.
It's 10 times better than the fourth one. I
haven't seen Alien Resurrection. I didn't watch Alien Resurrection.
If you watch that movie, you're gonna like Alien 3 100 times better. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's what Scott Mantz said. Yeah. So then, yeah. So.
You guys want another trivia question? I found one here that would be pretty.
All right.
Fun.
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
What movie that Christopher Nolan ended up directing did David Fincher turn down?
I think I know the answer to this without even you to giving the responses.
You got A, B, and C, or could we just say an answer?
Wait, I think I know that.
That many movies. What?
I'm gonna say Insomnia. Oh no,
Yeah,
Memento.
that's what I was gonna say as well. I was gonna say Insomnia.
Me
I think it's
too.
Insomnia.
What are you gonna say?
I was going to say Insomnia as well.
Batman Begins.
What?
What?
Oh.
He was gonna direct a Batman movie.
Hold on.
IMDb.
I have another fun fact. Going off that. Did you know David Fincher was in talks to direct a Spider-Man movie?
Oh wow.
Pre-Sam Raimi or after Sam Raimi?
And David Fincher's idea for a Spider-Man movie was to skip the entire origin story, and just like the first 8 minutes would be like a music video that showed the events of how he became Spider-Man.
Ooh, sick.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah. Is this the James Cameron Spider-Man or the Sam Raimi one that actually happened?
I think it's just. It was before Sam Raimi.
Yeah, so it was the James Cameron one?
Yeah, that one.
Alright.
That's the one in the 90s.
So
right?
then, yeah.
You want more, guys? I got another fun one here.
Alright, sure.
I'll aim it towards you, Dan. What Tom Cruise-driven franchise was he set to direct? Which movie, and which one did he drop out of?
I'm going to say Mission Impossible 3. That seemed like the most gritty kind of movie that Fincher would do.
You're correct, Dan.
That was a great first guess.
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman was a nasty, nasty villain in that movie, but he was great. I love that. I love him in that.
I just thought he was underused though, like it wasn't even enough.
Yeah, we for the bracket. I can only use 16 for the Tom Cruise bracket, and I wanted to make them different and unique, and so I didn't want to do like 4 Mission Impossible movies in there, you know. So I chose 1 and 4, the best ones.
To get off the topic for 1 second, but to stay on topic, Mission Impossible 3 was my underrated for the Tom Cruise episode. I feel like that one was sandwiched in between the worst one and 2 and the best one and 4. But to me, I loved every moment of Mission Impossible 3. It's what made me believe in the franchise.
And I mean, Abrams' directing was just awesome.
Great director.
Debut, Tom Cruise handpicked him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was 3, right? He did. J.J. Abrams did 3, and Brad Bird did 4, right?
Yep. Yes, sir. So, I mean, Tom Cruise, there you go, and J.J. Abrams and Brad Bird has pretty much started off live-action directorial debuts of the most in-demand directors.
Yeah, you got to give Tom Cruise a credit. He'll go out on a limb and get a director like Brad Bird or J.J. Abrams that haven't done a lot of movies. And, of course, what happens? Brad Bird is a great director, and J.J. Abrams is doing Star Wars now. So that says it all.
All right, so let's move on. Do you want to? Yeah, we'll move on to the number 2 on the Fast 5. Now, Alicia and Scott, they had Social Network. Scott Mantz obviously loves that movie to death. He said it was one of his favorite movies of all time. I wouldn't go that far and say it's one of my favorite movies of all time, but it's still an excellent movie. I'd just like to hear what your guys' number 2s are. Who would like to start?
Go ahead, Steve.
I gotta agree, Social Network. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if either of you own the Blu-ray and have not watched the Social Network with the record commentary on, I highly recommend it. It's a blast. I picked the movie itself as I rewatched it the other night, and Over 7 and Fight Club, each scene.
Or Justin, you're cutting in a little bit.
Each scene of that movie is just masterpiece of dialogue. I could literally take any scene from that movie and put it in the brackets last week. It was just brilliant.
I completely agree.
I'm going to mirror Steve and Scott and Alicia. I'm going to go with the Social Network as well. I mean, beginning of the movie where Zuckerberg or Eisenberg's Zuckerberg and Rooney Mara's character, I mean, this whole trying to convince her not to dump him at the beginning of the movie, and then in like I think they go back to their room and he starts tinkering with this. I mean, just so many the dialogue. If you don't get that dialogue right in that movie, that movie falls flat. And for who, I don't know, I can't remember who's brought up the origin. You want the most dramatic part of somebody's life. You don't want, okay, he's a billionaire now. Oh, let's do a movie about Mark Zuckerberg why he's a millionaire. No. When he created Facebook, when he was struggling college student at Harvard, that's when you wanted to really dig deep into the creation of Facebook and who Eduardo Saverin and Mark Zuckerberg were as people. Yeah, absolutely agree. The Social Network is a fantastic movie.
Well, Razika, I guess what your number 2 is?
Yeah. It's 3 for 3. I'm going Social Network as well. I mean, David Fincher is one of the best directors out there. You match him with one of the best writer, Aaron Sorkin, you're going to get a masterpiece. And I have a fun fact or a trivia question if you guys want.
That's right. I forgot about Sorkin wrote the script. He won an Oscar for that script.
Yeah.
Right.
Very deserving.
About
yes,
that. You're right.
I heard.
The trivia, Ross.
Trivia.
All right. Social Network is known for its awesome, cinematography. So the question is, 2 of the Red One cameras that were used in the movie belong to a certain director. Could you guys guess who that director is?
I got to guess.
Guys,
I'll take a guess first.
Go.
James Cameron.
Good guess. But that's not it.
Oh,
J.J.
You say J.J. Abrams?
Yes.
Incorrect. Liam, you got a guess?
I know Mantz Scorsese.
No.
It's Spot.
Steven Soderbergh.
Okay.
that was
Another
my
guy known for his cinematography.
Yes.
that was my second guess.
That was my 5th.
All right, Liam, what's your number 2?
Yeah. My number 2 is Zodiac, which I only watched recently. I love this movie a lot. It's probably one of the best crime movies I've ever seen. It's very underrated. I think it didn't get not enough attention it did. Because it got no Oscar nominations. I think it deserved it.
Yeah.
For all the actors and everything. And to me, since Razka said it was like 3 hours long, it almost is. It feels like it's an epic, like a Ben-Hur or a Ten Commandments.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it like expands over 30 years. And it's insane, the story. And it's like real. That makes it even more shocking. It's like, wow, this guy actually existed in our society. And he was doing all this messed up stuff. And everyone probably, Mark Ruffalo. See, I wasn't really into Mark Ruffalo before I saw Zodiac, and now I'm like a big fan of him. He was excellent in it. Robert Downey Jr. as well. He was great. And yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal as well. Yeah, he's fantastic in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's an excellent movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's very underrated. So.
Real quick, say something. If you like Jake Gyllenhaal and Mark Ruffalo, Liam, this Begin Again that came out earlier this year with Mark Ruffalo, I cannot say enough about that. And then you might want to check out Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that looks incredible.
And Enemy. Those are just 2 really good Gyllenhaal performances this year.
Yeah, see, Begin Again didn't come to my cinema, like city. I don't think it even came to Australia. Maybe.
You'll have to see it some down the road.
Okay. So, alright, so everyone just said their number 2. So, now we'll move on to the right stuff. The next right stuff. So, me and Razka, we didn't share our favorite Fincher scenes. So, Razka, you want to share yours?
You go first.
Alright. Well, my right stuff will probably be What's in the Box. Okay, fine. We've already said What's in the Box, so I won't go for that. I'll go for Lawyer Up, A-Hole from the Social Network. It's just he's been portrayed. I can't remember his name, Andrew Garfield's name in the movie. He gets portrayed and he's like, smashes his, he smashes his computer and just goes like, you betrayed me. It's Tommy Wiseau. No, it's like a Tommy Wiseau from The Room, if he could actually act and do a really good job with it. But no, it was an excellent scene, very dramatic. It was, like what Scott Mantz said, it was like the first time you saw him actually feel empathy for someone. Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Zuckerberg. So, yeah, that's my right stuff.
And then when he squares off against Justin Timberlake at the end of that scene?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when he's about to punch him, he's like, yeah, well, yeah. Sorry.
Point out a scene to the side.
You wanna...
The bracket. that I really liked in it was when the kid from Jurassic Park was asking Jesse Eisenberg if he knew if a squirrel was single.
Oh yeah,
Just
that was a good one.
around wearing signs saying if they're single or not, and then the idea hits the relationship status, and he just takes off running in the snow.
Right. Yeah, that's a good scene. There's a lot of scenes in that movie that you can just pick.
Yeah.
So yeah, my right stuff.
So what's your right stuff?
Is the scene I was gunning for winning the bracket. It didn't win, unfortunately. It didn't even make it to the top 4, which I was kind of sad about. But it's from Fight Club, and it's I Am Jack's complete lack of surprise. That's probably my favorite Fincher scene. Just because, I mean, it makes me laugh so hard every single time I watch it. I mean, yeah, it never gets old.
Yeah.
It's dark humor at its best.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's an excellent scene. Yeah, from a fantastic movie. Which that leads into our number one. We're skipping adaptation. Like, what directors? What do you guys want to talk about? Who directors you think inspired David Fincher? Or I'll skip that.
Oh, what's the guy? Who's the guy? Dennis. I can't say Dennis Villeneuve. The guy who made Prisoners.
Villeneuve.
Okay.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah. Thank you, Max.
French Canadian.
He just gives in.
Max, did you show up just to correct me?
Yeah. Okay. So
Another reason I guessed Spike Jonze earlier was because of the relationship them two have from direction.
All right. Breaking news: David Fincher set to direct every episode of HBO's Utopia.
Yeah, we saw that.
Not
yesterday.
kidding. There's just a link on Schmoeville.
all right, good. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys want to say anything else? So Spike Jonze and the French guy direct Prisoners. So, all right then. Well, that leads into our number one, our Fast Five, and all right. So you want to say yours, Roscoe? I think we know
Fight
what it
Club.
is now.
It's Fight Club.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean,
Say that.
You know,
Yeah, full basketball.
sorry, I should punch myself in the face right now.
Yeah. Go lose a fight to your sister.
Right, so is that,
Yeah, I mean, that movie it's in my top 10 of all time. It's one of the movies that made me love movies. Like Alicia said, I mean, it's a phenomenal movie. It's so ingenious and intuitive, both in the directing and the story itself. I mean, yeah, I love it.
yeah, it's got Mantz and Alicia Malone's number one as well. Just put that out there. So, Dan, I'm guessing your number one is Fight Club as well.
No, I know it's going to be controversial, but Fight Club's not even in my top 5.
Well,
Parts about Fight Club I did not like. Remember, I saw Fight Club when it came out in theaters 20-something years ago. So I had some problems with Fight Club. But mine is number 7. 7, not number 7, 7. What I liked about 7 is how they found the different, sloth and all the different things, and they find the guy's face in the spaghetti bowl, and then they have to use different things to find clues behind refrigerators, and how the clues all came about, and like you said, Kevin Spacey played John Doe, and he doesn't show up till the end of the movie. So he's such a creepy kind of. He has this great scene where he's running and he's trying to escape and get away from Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. To me, I like a good mystery. And that's why I really like Zodiac as well. But that's the part about 7 that I like, the mystery. You're sitting in the theater, you're trying to figure the clues out, just like Brad Pitt and Morgan. That's what's so great about 7. It's probably one of the great, really good mystery thriller, suspense thriller kind of movies of the last 30, 40 years. I mean, there hasn't been very many that even come close to 7, in my opinion.
yeah, it's definitely one of the best crime dramas of all time.
I know one that came close. Zodiac.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I prefer Zodiac, but Justin, you want to give your number one?
Yeah, and that's a good segue because Zodiac is my number one.
Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal was one of my boys at that time as far as actors I was paying attention to. Donnie Darko, one of my favorite movies of all
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
I love the dude ever since then. And also, even though it's based on a true story, I feel let down at the very end of the movie every single time, just because there's never that closure. Even though all signs point to Alan, he's the one that did it, you know.
Alan.
But, Alan did it. I don't know, who do you guys think did it? That's what I would like to talk about. Any theories?
That's pretty good evidence, Alan. I think Alan maybe. Oh.
Well, the thing
Yeah, see,
John Doe
I
is
speak
really
about
good
that.
at using people against them, using people against each other. So you know it was somebody made a mistake, somebody did something wrong to cause that to happen. You know, that way. You know.
The fact that Alan knew Lee, as he was known by at that point in the film. And I forget the first Girls movie, but if you remember that scene, and I made fun of it a lot with memes when the guy was like, "Who was that?" And she's like, "Don't worry about it. It was nobody." You know, that the way that scene was directed, it's like Fincher was telling this girl, "All right, you know who this guy is."
Yeah, makes a lot. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so that's a great thing about Fincher. Like, makes you think about what stuff. He's a very complex and creative director, and one of the best working today. So, I'll tell my number
not
one.
just with film, but with TV commercials and TV shows, and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, wait. Hold on. I'll give my number one then. Razka, do you want to just talk about the music videos or after?
Oh yeah, crap! I forgot.
All right. So my number
All right.
one is Fight Club. It's the best. It's the best Fincher movie in my opinion. A lot of people's opinion. I don't know. People were very mixed on it when it came out. I'm sorry, Dan, but I don't know how you didn't like that movie. Or you probably did like it. I don't know, but I love it. It's one of my. Yeah, it's one of my favorite.
The first half is great. The second half, I don't know.
I love the twist. The twist just changes everything when you see it. Like, you know how Tyler randomly pops up on screen, like, for a split second. It's very funny. It's very well written. The dialogue is very funny. And it's, like, really dark and violent. And Meatloaf as Bitch Tis was very funny. Yeah, I don't Meatloaf, you know. I haven't actually seen a lot of movies, but he's really funny in that. Yeah, Brad Pitt, Edmund Norton, they probably give their best performances of their career. Yeah, the ending is pretty ridiculous and crazy. And you know, they are making a sequel to Fight Club. The writer, he's doing like a comic book sequel.
Yep.
You know that? Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he said something on the profiles. Chuck Palahniuk, or whatever, said he was going to be writing a sequel to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a graphic novel, though.
That dog was barking, sorry.
No, it's fine. So, yeah, that's my number one. Yeah, it's a lot of people's number ones. So, now, Ron, do you want to just talk about your music videos? Music videos?
Oh yeah, well yeah, I'm a huge fan of Fincher, both with his films and his music videos. I think he doesn't get enough credit for those. So I have a little top 5. I don't know if you guys any of you guys, fan of his music videos. Just curious.
I've seen the Justin Timberlake one.
Did he do a Paul Abdul? That's the only.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did a Paul Abdul one. That's the only one I remember.
Or Straight Up back in '89.
Yeah.
Rick Springfield. He did a bunch of Rick Springfield in the beginning. I'll let Ross speak because I don't want to steal any of his 5.
Me neither.
All right. Well, I'm kind of going off memory here, but because I've completely forgot my list. But my number 5, I think it was Madonna's Vogue. It came out in the '90s. It's black and white. It's very stylish. It's very Fincher. My number 4 is Justin Timberlake's Suit and Tie, which came out pretty recent.
Also black and white.
Yeah, also in black and white. It's very classy. I don't know. That's the one word I can describe it with.
If you can make Jay-Z look cooler, you're doing your job.
At number 3, I have another Madonna video. It's Express Yourself. I just love the whole style of that video. At number 2, I have what was it? It was another Madonna video. Oh, it's Bad Girl, I think, and which has Christopher Walken in it, and I'm forgetting another actor in it, but there's another guy in it. That video is great. It's like a little mini movie that Fincher made. At number 1, I have a Nine Inch Nails music video for Only, which is like all CGI, but it's like these random objects on a desk, and it's a whole music video around these objects. Check it out if you guys haven't.
Yeah, I definitely will check it out. Do you think Madonna will ever be in a Fincher movie?
Janie got a gun.
Yep.
That was a long, awkward pause.
I was about to start dancing to that.
Oh, did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, if we get pulled from YouTube, we're doing our job.
Oh yeah, we could, right?
Yeah, we could, but that would be awesome. That would be a lot more awesome than the 30 views.
No.
Is there a way to do that? Like, show your screen or something?
No.
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 I've got it.
Yeah, there's a screen share.
Yeah. How is?
Thank you, Max. No,
I can't speak very much.
Max, your question: Do you think Madonna will ever be in a Fincher movie?
Now?
Yeah, I think she's done past that.
Yeah, I think her chance was in the 90s, but
I think we'll see Timberlake again.
yeah.
I saw her in that movie with Willem Dafoe. It was really bad. What's it called? Oh,
I think I know.
Julianne Moore. I can't remember what it's called, but it's so bad. She can't act. But
Something,
yeah,
something
sorry.
I wanted to say, we were talking about Good, Bad, and Ugly. A movie that we forgot about was Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I know.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen all of the Swedish versions, and they are very, very good movies.
I haven't seen them.
But the David Fincher version with Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig is a phenomenal movie, and that cannot be said enough how good a movie that is. And I don't remember any of us mentioning that.
Yeah, we didn't. I'm sorry.
I just want to say this real quick. I have kind of the same thoughts that Alicia and Scott had about that movie, which is I really like that movie, and I do think Fincher's version is the better version. However, I did see the Swedish one first, and after I saw Fincher's version, I just kind of, I don't know, it felt a little forgettable. Like I was just like, oh, I already saw it, you know. But it's still a mid movie.
I haven't seen either one. So.
I think too, we're seeing that in order for them to save money on the budget and not have to pay Daniel Craig out the ass for the second one, the girl on fire, that they're going to film the Girl on Fire and the Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest together, and they're going to be able to do that cheaper than they would if they had to split those up into two movies. Because kind of the Girl on Fire and Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest are kind of part one and part two of the same movie. So it'd be perfect to film them both together. You don't have to pay Daniel Craig for two movies. You just have to pay him for one movie in a lot of ways.
I would love that. I would just...
On that topic, you want a trivia question?
Yeah, sure.
What actor was considered for the role that Daniel Craig played in that movie?
Oh, God, I know this.
If Daniel Craig would have backed out, he would have been the guy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Pierce Brosnan.
Tommy Wiseau.
Mortensen.
Who?
Viggo Mortensen, Lord of the Rings.
Oh wow.
I could have seen Viggo Mortensen in that role.
He does look. He looks Swedish. I don't know if that's just me, but I don't know.
When they cast Daniel Craig, though, I was like, wow, is this not a perfect casting or what?
Yeah, he was great in that movie.
Made him lose his muscle and put on some fat for the role.
You see, I gotta watch it. It's like, yeah, I feel bad. I don't watch it.
It's a great movie.
So All right. So Steve, sorry, Justin, were you gonna say your top 5 Fincher music videos or no?
No, Rod wrapped it up pretty good. I did have a topic that they brought up on profiles I thought would be fun. Was
All right, sure.
Alicia said, she would like to see Leonardo do a Fincher movie. So I was going to ask all of y'all who you would think, what actor would you like to see work with Fincher? And then I'll give mine, and we'll start with you this time, William.
All right. Well, I'd probably say Daniel Day-Lewis. He was gonna be. Yeah, he's like one of the best actors working today. He has to work with Fincher. I mean, it's like essential. He has to do it once in his life. He's like in his 50s, isn't he? So like, he could do it. And he's one of the best actors ever. In the Name of the Father, it's an excellent movie. He just sounds. I could list off a whole bunch more, but he's done so many good movies. He has to work with Fincher one day. I mean, if he can work with Meatloaf, I'm pretty sure he can work with Daniel Day-Lewis.
You want to go, Dan?
Yeah, we're talking about the big blocks, the big box office of this week's Denzel Washington as the Equalizer. I would love to see Denzel Washington in a Fincher movie. I mean, he does these kind of gritty movies, and I think he would fit perfectly with Fincher. I don't know if he can handle all the takes, though. 99 takes sometimes in some of the movies? That's a lot of takes.
What about you, Rod?
All right, I'm gonna say a weird answer, but just wait till I finish my answer. Adam Levine. Hold on now. Fincher works with musicians. Okay, he's worked with Justin Timberlake. He did Madonna videos before, and although I haven't seen this movie, I heard that he's really good in Begin Again.
He was good in Begin Again with Sika. His music is original too. It's all original music for the movie. But
I mean, it's not someone who I would particularly like to see in a Fincher movie, but I don't know. I feel like he might. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but.
No, that's a very interesting choice and a good reason.
So what's yours, Justin?
I'm gonna go with Sam Rockwell.
ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Choke, written by the same guy that wrote Fight Club?
was that directed by Clark Gregg?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it. I know that.
I'm a huge Sam Rockwell fan. I have a question. Okay, what do you guys think if Fight Club starred Sam Rockwell instead of Brad Pitt? Could you see that? I don't know.
oh yeah.
I don't know, because Brad Pitt owned that role so much. It'd be hard seeing someone else take it.
I can see it today, but at the time, kind of like Alicia and Scott pointed to, the Brad Pitt was coming at the height of his popularity, and he just brought that cockiness to it, like You Want to Be Me and other things I won't go into. I could totally see Sam Rockwell doing that today, but just wasn't known enough. Was that even, would that movie come out before Dangerous Mind? Was that the name of his breakout role?
That was 2002, wasn't it? Or
Brad Pitt's role was Thelma and Louise.
No, we're talking about Sam Rockwell, aren't we?
Oh, Sam Rockwell, my bad.
Yeah, the George Clooney.
The one written
He was
by the guy who wrote Being John Malkovich. And an extra in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. That was his breakout role.
He was. I don't know if it was his breakout role though.
Yeah, he played. You see, Steve, you and I are old enough to remember The Gong Show. What a good movie Dangerous Minds was with Sam Rockwell.
Yes, it was. Who else here ever watches Sam Rockwell on Jimmy Fallon? If you don't, YouTube it. He comes out and him and Jimmy Fallon do a dance off every time. It's amazing.
Yeah, nice.
Well, we'll wrap up the show now because we've been on for everything. So, thanks for listening, everyone. 0 viewers. We have no viewers right now. There's down there 0 viewers.
I can see I'm one. I can say the F word, can I? No one's watching.
So no one's watching. Thank you for whoever's watching right now. No one. Ghosts.
Version. Janie had it going.
I've linked everyone's Twitter down that I can find. I don't know if you...
Alicia, I love you. She's not going to see it.
Yeah. Then she does see it, and she's like, okay, that's weird. No, but you can go to Schmoeville. If you see this video, go to Schmoeville, join it, subscribe to the SK Podcast channel, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to, I know Schmoes know, Alicia Malone, Scott Mantz. Follow them on Twitter, Scott Mantz, Alicia Malone. I put everything in the comments, what you need to follow. You can find me, and, what?
Go ahead.
Okay, okay, yeah. So if you want to just find where you can find everyone, just go down the description. I've left everything down there. So thanks a lot. I hope this is the first episode. I hope it went well. It wasn't a mess, but I thought it'd be. But
I do want to add,
Alright.
we're going to have Kate Blanchett bracket up tomorrow.
yeah.
Rachel J. Cushing is doing it. This isn't just a boys' club. I would like everybody to play these games and go into detail.
Is it gonna have Kate Blanchett and the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou?
If not, I'll just change one of Rachel's.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. But everybody, please play the game. Go into detail. The one-word answers are really frustrating sometimes. It makes me think we're not on the same page, fellas.
Especially when they put the name of the movie, like for the last bracket.
Yes.
Thank you. No. I sometimes do that because it's fine. But okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and please rate, like the video, comment below, subscribe.
If you're watching.
Yeah. There's 0 viewers out there. All right.
I'm
thanks
watching.
a lot.
I had a blast talking to all you guys. All right, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you in Schmoeville.
Same here.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Peace out.